What's up YouTube, it is Golly. You are watching Destiny, and this is a gameplay tutorial for how to beat Urrox, the Flame Prince, Scion of Urrox, the level 34 mission on Prison of Elders, and it is a very easy mission once you get the strategy down, and as well as you having the correct weaponry and super abilities in order to beat it is important also. So to begin, everyone in my game is a level 32 or 33, no level 34 required to beat this mission. After this mission I actually unlocked something that was able to rank my Titan up to 34, so right after this video I'm going to be hopefully trying out the final mission, which is the level 35 mission. But this one is a tutorial for how to beat the 34. Now as you can see, I'm jumping up and down in the bubble right now, and the purpose of that is to avoid the lava that's on the ground. Every minute and a half, Urrox will make lava spawn up for 10 seconds on the ground, and it's much like lava because it's doing burn damage to you once you're standing on it. So if you stand on it too long, you die, and you have to wait 30 seconds for your teammate to revive you, and that can be life or death in a team game situation. So how you do damage to Urrox is by using the Gjallarhorn or any solar damage gun, preferably, because it is solar burn on this mission. So the Gjallarhorn is easily the most powerful weapon on this. If you have a 365 Gjallarhorn, that is for sure the most powerful weapon for this part. So you basically just got to keep shooting him every so often with your heavy ammo, and use all of your heavy ammo to make sure that you can keep using more heavy ammo packets, because sometimes it'll take more than 5 minutes to kill this guy. But here's a strategy for avoiding the lava also. Triple jump on the hunter or jetpack on anything else works. You just gotta stay up floating in the ground, off the ground, in the air for a couple minutes while the lava's on the ground, and as soon as the lava timer goes away you can hit the ground freely and you won't lose any health. Now the reason the bubble helps is because as long as you have someone with a bubble, you can keep jumping up and down in the bubble and you won't have to run around to a different location like I was doing right there. Now right here we're taking out the ogre that's right next to the prince also, because he deals a lot of damage to you and your teammates also, so it's a good idea to take him out. Another really good strategy is to have 2 hunters or 2 warlocks next to the Titan, and the purpose of having these 2 characters is to generate orbs so the Titan can regenerate a super. Another good strategy is for the person that has the Titan bubble to have the bad juju so they can regenerate their super mad quick, and have on the perks on their Titan class to help regenerate super even quicker. But besides that, generating orbs is easily the best way to get your super back if you're a Titan, and you have to have your teammate that has a golden gun or the warlock self-res in order to, or void walker, it doesn't matter, in order to generate orbs of light for your teammate to pick up, and that helps out getting your super back and getting you to stay alive longer on this. Now this attempt was probably 7 or 8 with this group. It took us a good hour and 40 minutes to complete the Prison of Elders mission. I'm not gonna lie, it's kinda difficult when you're all level 32s, because you're not guaranteed to live in every situation as if you were a 34, because the 34 does increase your health a good bit and you will stay alive a lot more consistently. So here we are using the black hammer to chip down his health also, which is a very good strategy. Now if say one of you dies like I do right here by the ogre ponage, you gotta basically just try to stay alive and not get hit by the lava until you are able to get revived, until you're able to revive your teammate, because it's very essential to have 3 teammates alive for this entire mission. That way if one of you go down by the lava, there is still a 66% chance you will complete the mission. So having everyone up at one time is very important, as well as taking out the ogres so they don't do a lot of damage. Now this guy can keep shooting you in the spot that we're hiding at, but that's okay because we got the bubble and we got the walls of protection here hiding behind, which is very good to do, because you don't want to get hit by that Urrox Grudge guy's blast, because he will take down your health by about 80% with one boomer blast, which is very deadly. You get hit by 2 of them and you're done for. Another good way to time the bubble is once you see the white text on the bottom saying Urrox Rage is about to happen, you got to make sure you go ahead and pop the bubble then, because if you pop it any later, people will take burn damage while going into your bubble, and that could be a bad thing. It can lead to death also, and you want to avoid that at all costs. This game was very close. There were multiple times in the gameplay where I was dead and another teammate of mine was dead, and then we only had 1 character left, and then we would have to restart if all went to the fan. So luckily we were able to make it through the mission, and defeat Urrox. Now the best method to camping over here in my opinion is one person stand on the stairs that I am standing on, and then two people stand over where my other two teammates are standing, and that is where you place the bubble, not where I'm standing. If you place the bubble where I'm standing, you can get too much splash damage and you won't be able to see out of it. But if you put the bubble right here where these guys are standing, you won't take much splash damage while you're in the bubble from the barrier, and it'll be easier to see out of. So right here, Diesel is the only guy alive, holding it down, making sure them Curse Thrall don't get him. But if everyone dies right here, it's pretty easy to survive at, unless you get swarmed by a lot of Curse Thrall and or a Knight and or a Wizard can pop back here. So anytime a Wizard spawns up, you got to make sure you get them down as quick as possible, as well as any Knight with yellow health, because those are the hardest to take out. The Red Knights are only a couple shots to the head, but the Yellow Knights can take an entire team to take down quickly, which is dangerous if you're the only one alive, because then you don't have the firepower to do it, and you're stuck with that death sentence. So Urrox is summoning his Rage. You start jumping up and down as soon as the red Urrox Rage Burn is on the ground, timer is started, and then you stop jumping whenever the timer's done. It's that easy. And then you just rinse repeat with the amount of damage you're doing to him. I'm pretty sure he doesn't regenerate health, so if you are slow on doing the Gallahorn shots to him, wait it out and get the shots on him when you can. He does have a lot of health though. It looked like he was at 1% for the final part of this video, and it still took 2 or 3 Gallahorn shots plus a Black Hammer shot to the face to take him down. So he is no joke around the health meter. You want to make sure you do as much damage to him throughout the game as possible, or else it's a lost cause, because his health is infinite almost. You got to keep taking it down. Also, another good gun for this is the Hive Disruptor perk with the Abyss Defiant, because it stuns the witches and it stuns the knights that are majors, so they stand there for a second and allow your teammates to get some extra shots onto them. So right here I'm doing the strategy of triple jump. Now if you have double jump with the hunter, odds are you're not going to survive this jumping technique you see me doing right there. Your best bet is, if you're trying to keep invisible ability on, is to jump inside of a bubble shield like I was doing earlier, and you should be okay doing that. Now the Black Hammer is really good for this strategy because of its perk to regenerate the clip as soon as you land 3 criticals. All you got to do real quick is pop out and do 3 criticals to him, and then pop back in, and you are good to go. Good to go. And I'm down right here being a scrub, waiting for my teammates to get me. But that's okay, because these enemies do a lot of damage, and at level 32 it's very hard to stay alive on this. And I am really thankful for my teammates holding it down here, both being level 33 actually, and taking that less damage. But 34 is a very awesome number. I'm glad they increased the level to that, because if they did not, I was thinking 35 might be the max level, which wouldn't have made much sense, because now that I think about it, it went up from 30 to 32 on the last DLC, and it's going up from 32 to 34 on this DLC. So it makes sense in the ratios that they upped it by, and I'm happy they upped the levels. And the new leveling system for your gear is amazing, because you can literally level up any gear you want to level 34, and you don't even need the DLC to do it. Matter of fact, it might be a little difficult to get Etheric Light, which is what you need to upgrade your gear if you don't have the DLC. But that might be a struggle to get, so having DLC is definitely the easiest way to get up to 34, in my opinion. If you do not have the DLC yet, this is probably the most fun I've had on Destiny, to be honest, in a while. Just because of its refreshingness factor. It kind of feels like a firefight from Halo 3 almost in these sort of missions. And it also feels like a mini raid, which I'm really happy about, because raids take a good bit sometimes, and it's hard getting a reliable group of 6 to do everything exactly right. But a group of 3 is a lot easier to work with, because you have less people trying to do their own thing, and people just listen easier as a group of 3 than they would of 6, because there's less people trying to make decisions, which is very, very nice. So I would recommend, before going into this, to wait inside of the chamber in the middle and have all 3 characters generate their supers to max, so you're ready to use your super. as soon as you walk out into this room. Because as soon as you start doing some damage to the guy, he'll summon his rage and kill you with the burn. Now right here, I was flipping out almost. I'm like, oh, we're so close. We almost had him this time. And then we got pwned by the scorch burn floor. But luckily, we had one person alive that was able to sit there and revive us all, and he wasn't getting swarmed because we were doing an okay job at taking out the ads and the knights and the wizards that were spawning up in front of us. So at this point, his health is only about 4 to 3%. I'm thinking a couple black hammer shots and a Galahorn or two will put him down, and that's exactly what happens. And this was my second time completing this mission. I was recording the first time we took a break to spawn our supers up, and I stopped the recording. So this was my first actual recording I have of Urrox falling to the ground. Had to upload it. I want to upload some full Prison of Elder mission walkthroughs, but I figured a boss ending tutorial would be very nice to upload also for everyone. So this is indeed the fourth and final round. No, this is the fifth round in the level 34 Urrox Revenge Prison of Elder mission. And here we are, waiting on that revive to finish off the mission. Now I do gotta say, from the chests that I've gotten from these Prison of Elder missions are much more reliable rewards than you would get from Vault of Glass or Crota's End Hard Drop. I've gotten 2 exotics from 4 chests, and that's a good drop rate in my opinion, because on raids I would probably get 1 exotic every 4 or 5 drops, I guess. So the drop rate on this is a lot more consistent, and I like it. So I was about to die. Luckily my teammate had the shield up, and I got them black hammer shots ready to go to finish off Urrox. This is the revenge I'm talking about, buddy. Black hammer to the face. And you can't really stand over there where I was standing for most of the game, because he can see you a lot easier there than he can right here. Even though he can see you right here, you can duck to the left to take some cover where the bubble's at. So right here, I'm just trying to stay alive because I do see a curse thrall that could blow up at any given second. Also, Helm of Saint 14 is a must right here. The Titan has to have Helm of Saint 14 in my opinion, because without it, these people that are coming inside of the bubble will be able to shoot us and do damage to us, and that's not a fun time. We want to be able to take no damage while we're in the bubble. So Helm of Saint 14 to blind everyone while they walk in the bubble is golden for that. Who doesn't like a rewards room? Not to mention that the rewards room on this is a treasure chest / gold mine that you will find all sorts of goodies in. And here we are. We're in the gold mine trying to get that chest. And you gotta wait on your teammates here so the chest doesn't despawn before they get to get their loot. So wait for your teammates, sir, and you will get all the good gear. Plan C, oh yeah. Woo! DLC guns, psych! I did, however, get a sniper that was for the new DLC, as well as a token of identity, which I'll be able to use for shaders from shaders from the new House of Wolves guy up at the reef. And I'll be able to do that once I rank up my House of Judgment level a good bit, which is what you do from... You level up your House of Judgment by playing more Prison of Elders. So, I hope this video helped everyone. If it did, please remember to rate it and subscribe for more awesome videos. And until next time, peace!